Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. 2 women face theft charges after allegedly stealing from a Walmart store in Hometown. Rush Township Police filed the charges against 32-year-old Suzanne Apri of Hazel Township and 32-year-old Larissa Rapatch of Drums. The charges include retail theft and conspiracy to commit retail theft. A preliminary hearing will be scheduled for a future date. Staying in Rush Township, a 27-year-old was charged with criminal trespass. Police observed Joshua Barron on the property of Walmart at 35 Plaza Drive in Hometown August 3rd. He was previously given notice he was banned from the store due to an incident that occurred earlier in the year. Rush Township Police filed the charge with the Magisterial District Judge, Stephen Bayer. No charges have been filed yet in the death of an infant that occurred last November. The mother of the baby claimed that she didn't know she was pregnant and gave birth to the baby girl on a toilet at a home in Shiksheni. She put the baby in a plastic grocery bag, placed the child in a trash bag, and put her outside on a couch near a burn pit. The woman was later treated at a hospital for a diabetic emergency, where it was discovered she had recently given birth. Police found the baby dead November 3rd. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis said the case remains an open investigation, but could not comment further. An early Sunday morning fire in Pittston went to 2 alarms. Crews got that fire call just after 1 a.m. The home at Washington Terrace received heavy damage. So far, no word on a cause and no reports of any injuries. The Luzerne County Council seat left vacant when Eugene Kelleher moved out of the area recently is getting closer to being filled. Interviews of those interested will be conducted at the council meeting tomorrow night. The deadline to submit an application was Friday. 5 people have expressed interest, and a possible 6th application who would have been postmarked by Friday and would have been received by today. Council has until September 21st to fill the seat. From our district, Hazelton Area School Director Assistant to the Superintendent Tony Reba and former County Council member Rick Morelli are in the bidding for the seat. Fairview Township supervisors will meet Tuesday night, and their regular meeting will follow a public hearing. The topic of that public hearing will be a proposed amendment on stray and feral cats in the community. The proposed amendment to its code or ordinances, if approved, would make it illegal to feed stray or feral cats. A vote is expected at the meeting. A recently signed state law gives schools in Pennsylvania a new option in the event of an unplanned closure. The law creating flexible instructional days was authored by Senator Kristen Phillips Hall. The new law provides a new tool for schools to remain in operation even if buildings are closed due to bad weather or other unforeseen circumstances. Under the law, school districts can apply for up to 5 flexible instructional days where they can utilize technology or other means to cover various subjects. They would include English, math, social studies, and science. Coming up on WYLN News, firefighters are always in training, and we get a close-up look with WYLN's Gary Perna. Plus, flags at half-staff remembering the tragedies over the weekend. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. The days of pop-up showers and thunderstorms are returning, but then there's sun. We'll be right back.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in and take advantage of the summer clearance event.
Do you have a bridal shower, baby shower, birthday party, rehearsal dinner, or other important event coming up? Call us at Booty's Place to book our elegant private upstairs dining room. It offers a seating capacity of up to 50 people, a private bar, and elevator for easy access, or you can book the entire upstairs for an even larger event. Whether you wish to have your event at Booty's Place or want to have it catered, contact us about our delicious options. 570-455-5551. Let us help make your special day a big success. Booty's Place, definitely the best.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
This weekend, firefighters from the Hazleton area took part in a training that provided them with the warning signs of a life-threatening situation. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
For 3 days, firefighters from our area took part in a class that simulates conditions for a flashover.
Well, what this training does is it helps you recognize preconditions, the flashover, and what that is when you're making an interior fire attack or going inside to fight a fire, you would be able to recognize certain warning signs of conditions that would warrant not coming back out, where you could actually get caught and killed in a fire. So it's important to go through that to recognize it, because when you're on the street and you're going down a hallway to fight a fire in a house, you're not taking the time to look and see the dynamics or the science of it. You're just focused on putting out the fire.
The trailer is owned by the Pennsylvania State Fire Academy and was purchased through a federal government grant. The training involves some classroom time and hands-on learning inside the mobile flashover simulator.
A year and a half ago, Hazleton Volunteer Firemen's Relief Association and the city fire department sent 17 folks to the Fire Academy in Lewistown for the same exact training. That expense of that for a hotel room overnight and mileage, meals and everything, versus now the Fire Academy has this. They received a grant. They have this mobile one. The mobile one came right here to the firehouse. We really didn't have those expenses.
The trailer trains firefighters how to protect themselves from flashover, a sudden encompassing fire that torches floor to ceiling and is caused by thermal radiation, burning everything in its path simultaneously. In the case of a flashover, not noticing the signs could be fatal.
People that say they've been in a flashover, if they have, I say in classes, if they have all their fingers and ears, they weren't in a flashover. It's an unsurvivable event, so it's not something you can typically safely train with because it'll kill you. In here, again, I'm sure you saw the trailer earlier, we burn in a higher end. The students are actually sitting, firefighters, on a lower end where, again, the heat is above them, but they can see it and they still feel the impact of a lot of heat on them.
In this trailer, students sit below floor level and are shown what it looks like during pre-flashover conditions.
And really what this trailer is about, not so much firefighting, putting water on fire and stuff like that. It's really for recognizing conditions inside of a building. As a fire develops, gets more energy, that they're paying attention to what smoke is telling them, the colors, the pressure, the volume, how it's turning and turbulent inside. Hopefully they don't get in a situation where they get caught in a flashover, which is an unsurvivable event for a firefighter.
8 firefighters at a time and 2 instructors enter the trailer, staying low to the ground, as if they were entering a burning building. Mandak and Schneider said a lot has changed in the fire industry over the last 30 years.
Because society changes, the fuels change, the building construction changes. So the fire of yesterday versus the fire of today, yes, the science is the same. Fire still burns the same way. It's the kinetic energy and it's those materials that are being used or the new techniques that are being used. So it's very important to keep up with the current times and understand exactly what's going on. As you saw with we have a lot of young folks here, and they're going to be following in our footsteps. So it's important that they recognize and learn all of this now.
I came in the fire service in the late 70s. We were burning a lot of natural materials, wood, cloth, wool. Today, all our interior furnishings, for the most part, are synthetic. Plastics, hydrocarbon-based. It's almost like having flammable liquids in a solid state in your couch and stuff. So you have so much more heat energy release than we had years ago. The fires burn a lot hotter and they burn a lot faster. We're arriving and we're met with the conditions that we encounter today, again, because of the energy that is in furnishings today.
At the end of the training in Hazleton, over 40 firefighters went through the simulator. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
And congratulations to each and every one who took part, and thank you as well. And speaking of firefighters and others in law enforcement and the like, national night outs are underway throughout the area. Some were held over the weekend and more are coming up this week. National Night Out began in 1984 and is traditionally held on the first Tuesday in August. Local law enforcement, firefighters, emergency responders, and others host the events to bring communities together to get to know neighbors and build positive police-community partnerships. Communities like McAdoo, West Hazleton, Tamaqua, Berwick, and others will all be taking part this Tuesday. To see if your area is participating, you can visit natw.org. Naloxone, a drug used in overdose cases, will be distributed 2 times in September. That's according to the Pennsylvania Secretary of Health, Dr. Rachel Levine. She said that there will be 2 free naloxone distribution days throughout state health centers and other participating locations. Over 7,000 naloxone kits were given out during the last distribution, which was held back in December. Now, the dates and the times for September will be announced at a later date. Over 20 people, now up to 22, lost their lives this weekend in 2 separate shooting incidents, and Governor Tom Wolf has ordered the state flag to be lowered at half-staff to remember those victims. The first shooting happened early Saturday morning at an El Paso, Texas Walmart. 22 people died and more than 24 were injured. The second shooting happened in the early morning hours on Sunday in Dayton, Ohio. 9 people died, 27 reported injured. The governor said he and his wife are mourning an especially horrific 24 hours of gun violence in America. The flag will be lowered to half-staff until sunset Thursday in all state facilities and public buildings. Coming up on New England Village's News Choice, you just saw a video of firefighters in training. Well, that does take a lot of money, and the countdown is on to one big bazaar to raise some for one local fire company coming up, plus a piece of history in Hazleton this weekend. Stay with us.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown Village Square. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer is more than just a great place to grab 6-packs to go. You can also enjoy great draft beer, including their exclusive Three Ornina Milk Stouts. Take it to go in a crowler, or mix and match bottles of your favorite craft beers. Or just cool down with one of their slushies. Check out the Georgetown Pub Fare menu, including their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania Lottery games. Don't forget to check out their website and Facebook for tasting events. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow.
Welcome to Community and You. We are getting ready for a party, and guess what? You're invited. Mike McMahon is here from the Harwood Fire Company. Well, first we're going to tell you about the fun. Where is it?
The fun is at 874 Old Street in Hazel Township, Pennsylvania at the Harwood Fire Company. It'll be our 19th annual Harwood Fire Company Bazaar.
Okay, when's it happening?
August 16th, 17th, and 18th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday we're operating from 4:30 until 11 p.m. Saturday we're operating from 2 in the afternoon until 1 in the morning. And on Sunday we're operating from noon until 10 p.m.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You have a paper in front of you, and he's going to run down everything that's on that paper that you can eat at the Fire Company Bazaar. Ready, go.
Okay, we have chicken fingers, fries, and we also have our famous beef and cheddar sandwiches. If you've been to our event before, that's our staple food piece. Come down and try one. I know the price might seem like a little bit, but it's worth every bit. You're getting a 3/4 pound sandwich. We have hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, mozzarella sticks, corn on the cob, Mrs. T's pierogies, meatball hoagies, sausage and peppers, halushki, pork barbecue, mac and cheese, and for the first time this year, we're having potato cakes again, but they're homemade batter.
Now, what are you in charge of?
I'm in charge of the bar area and the outside nightlife.
Oh, outside nightlife. Give us the details.
Okay, so Friday, in the bar area, we have a band playing called Cartoon. They're from 7 to 11. On Saturday, we have Jacked Up Country. They're playing from 7 to 11. They will be directly following our Fireman's Parade, which steps off at 5 p.m. from the Bull Arena in West Hazleton. And after Jacked Up Country's done at 11, DJ Ray will be slinging some tunes until about 1 in the morning to cap off our night. And on Sunday, we have the band Big Country of Northeastern Pennsylvania playing from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we will have lots of drink specials and food specials on Sunday.
And this just happens to be your big fundraiser. And now tell them what happened since we last saw you.
Since we last saw, we were looking for a new engine. And in that time frame, around May, we located an engine in Long Island, New York. We went up and we checked it out. We placed a bid on it, and we have successfully secured that. We have a new 1998 Seagrave pumper sitting at our station presently. We're working on getting it in service. This is quite a lengthy process. However, it's going to serve the community for many, many years, and it is an excellent asset in addition to our fire company.
And you have been able to upgrade a little bit. So what does this have that yours didn't?
This actually has a foam system built into it. A lot of fire trucks that you would buy have you have to use a separate foam induction system to get this foam to put out chemical and gas fires and petroleum fires. Ours has it built right into the pump. Ooh. So it's just pulling a couple extra levers to add foam to the water system, and there's no extra work really involved with it.
Now, what's the work that you're doing on this, and are we going to get to see it at the bazaar?
We're hoping to be able to see it for the bazaar. We're not sure if it's going to happen yet. Right now, we are stripping the truck down, sanding it down. It's got to be painted to our colors because it's red and white right now, and everybody knows Harwood is black and yellow. We are upgrading all of the emergency lighting from old LED or old halogens and strobe lights to more energy-efficient LEDs. And we've got to get a little bit of work done for pump configuration just to kind of suit our needs and demands as a fire company versus where it was before.
So if it doesn't make it to the bazaar, there will be pictures.
Oh, there will be plenty of pictures. We're taking pictures every day as we're moving through this really exciting process of getting this engine in service.
And once again, you do have a Facebook page, so all the details are there?
Correct. Harwood Fire Company on Facebook. I believe we have an Instagram account. I'm not sure what it is right now. We just started that up. But if you look up Harwood Fire Company on Facebook, black and yellow fire trucks, can't miss us. All the information for the bazaar, for the events, everything we're doing with the new engine, it's all posted on that website.
All right, one more time. Give us the dates and the big come on down.
Okay, it's August 16th, 17th, and 18th, evening on Friday, all day on Saturday, all day on Sunday. And come on down and have a great time. We really could use the support. Without the public supporting the fire company, I don't think Harwood Fire Company would be here today. And this is a big year for us as we're celebrating our 70th year in service with the community.
And we better let everybody know where exactly the bazaar is.
874 Old Street, Hazel Township, Pennsylvania.
All right. Mike, and I grabbed him right as he was getting ready to bring in some more stuff for the bazaar. That's why he's not in his official uniform today, because he didn't want to get that all messed up before the parade. So enjoy the bazaar, the Harwood Fire Company celebrating in August, and join us here again on Community and You.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Go Hog Wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce hosted its annual Downtown Hazleton Car Cruise-In on Friday night. Our Julie Stefanovich has the wrap-up.
The threat of thunderstorms did not stop crowds from converging on Broad Street for downtown Hazleton's Car Cruise-In on Friday night. Classic car owners showed off their vehicles, and attendees got to see the roadsters from the inside out. Vendors and live music were also a highlight of the event that had a slightly different format from previous years.
Our new format, having two lots, the one on Broad and Pine Street and Chestnut and Pine, really worked out well. So we brought folks in on Chestnut Street, and then they went down to Pine and into the two lots.
Malone said a good time was had by all. The Legends performed, and DJ Tony Pastelli spun tunes throughout the evening. She thanked all who came out to support the Chamber and its downtown efforts. The Car Cruise-In was also happening in conjunction with First Friday Hazleton.
And as always, it was a great coordinated team effort with First Friday and lots of happenings and going on.
Even with the chance of storms, around 50 cars were on display at Friday night's event.
Once again, the weather was a little bit iffy at go time for us, so we probably had about 50 cars that were here. And again, given that the chance of rain in those beautiful cars, we were really happy for the folks that participated, and had lots of folks that not only participated in First Friday that came down and walked through and checked out some of those amazing cars, but also folks that just came out to hear the music and had a fun evening by all.
Malone ended by saying to stay tuned for next year's Downtown Car Cruise-In. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
It was quite a piece of history that flew into the Hazleton area this past weekend. The Liberty Warbird Association brought a fully restored Huey helicopter to the Hazleton Regional Airport on Saturday. The Huey came in from the Lancaster area and gave free rides to veterans
that served and kind of bring a piece of this history to the area.
The helicopters played a vital role before and during the Vietnam War.
In combat, they were used to transport medical personnel or wounded over in Vietnam, and there were many organizations that chipped in to help restore these aircraft. This one actually still has some original bullet holes that are in it, and it's just taken donations from a lot of different people to help restore these, so that you know, those in our area and our youth don't forget the history that's so important to everybody.
You can become a member of the organization for a fee of $80. That includes a membership card, a Huey pin, a quarterly newsletter, and a flight on the iconic helicopter. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the kids are free, where fans become friends, where good times roll, and the racing is always a little tricky. Bring your friends.